Hello and welcome to this week's Angel Oracle card reading for week commencing the 5th of November 2018. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. To change things up a little bit, I thought we would use the Angel Dreams Oracle cards. One of the reasons for this is that my dreams have been pretty fantastical the past sort of week or so. I think when we're sensitive people, we can have dreams that are nightmarish if we're picking up on energies that are a bit low, or if we're worrying about what's going on in the world. But lately mine have been almost fantastical with sort of giants and different things like that. And so I thought that perhaps there was a sign in that to really tap into what our dreams can mean and what our dreams are trying to tell us. So the Angel Dreams card really kind of look into that part of telling us what our dreams may mean, but at the same time have a weekly message for us as well. So just think about what card that you're drawn to, whether it's 1, 2 or 3, and that is the card that's going to be the most prevalent for you for this week, although all of the cards are going to have some meaning for us. So there's card 1. We'll just be patient for card 2, and the third and final card. Okay, so our first card, the card number 1 that comes out is Hawthorn, which is actually this plant, and it represents balance and the elemental kingdom. So perhaps we want to look into this plant and see if it is something that we can use to sort of help us physically. Obviously, maybe go into a herbalist or somebody like that who can tell us if there are any interactions with obviously medication that we're on, or make sure that we're not allergic to anything. But Hawthorn could be something that if we incorporate into our health program could help us. It talks about balance, so we're asked to look this week what needs to be balanced in our lives. What do we need to give more attention to, and what do we need to maybe release and let go of a little bit. And it also talks about the elemental kingdom. So maybe we're more drawn to working with and feeling a lot of water for this card. So it could be that writing down a list or something that we wish to release and putting it into a lake or river or stream, just watching that dissolve, because often, we can burn. We can use fire as an element to release as well, but sometimes when we do that, fire really does it in a very quick and dramatic way, and sometimes that can be a little bit jarring, whereas water dissolves the paper slowly. So that's almost like we're asking for a change to come, but in a way that feels comfortable, in a way that feels safe, rather than something dramatic. So that could be something that we're drawn to if we were pulled towards card 1. If we chose card 2, the colour here is orange. So we have this lovely colour orange and this sort of sacral energy. It's about creativity and it's about change. So perhaps incorporating the colour orange more into our lives, maybe wearing it, having pictures that are orange. That colour really, I feel, triggers a part of our brain that makes us want to feel creative. Maybe we get a notebook that is orange, so that when our ideas come up, we write them in that creative notebook and they flourish. It is about change as well. So a little bit like card 1, where we are looking for some kind of change, but we're doing it in a balanced way. Again, this orange card of creativity is telling us that change is coming. I feel for card 2, it's more to do with a career or even a home, so where we're based, so to do with our foundations. I feel this card is to do with some sort of change within our career or home life. But I feel that this is a very positive thing that's going to help us as we move into the new year. And if you were drawn to card 3, you have the card Winter, so you're bang on the right season. And we have the words on this card are reflection, transition, and release. So we're moving into this time of year where some may see it as a bit of a death, because some plants die and are renewed for the next season that will follow winter, which is spring. And so we're just asked to give ourselves the next few months to go inside ourselves a bit, reflect on the year that has been, look forward to the new future, and not necessarily make all these crazy, New Year's resolutions or things like that, but just think about what are we transitioning into, what new way of life is evolving, and how do we fit into that, and how can we make that transition more smooth. So overall this week I'm getting an idea of change and how we can make that a more smooth transition, feeling very balanced, using our creativity, but also using our reflective skills to learn from the past and bring that new energy into the future. So I hope that you've enjoyed this reading for the week commencing the 5th of November. Thank you so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot to me. I'd love it if you commented or liked this video, and I can get back to you, and we can maybe talk about what this week is holding for you personally. And if you would like to order your own personal reading, then you can just visit my website, which is www.alyssacruz.com, and you have a 10% discount code underneath this video as well if you'd like to use that. So until we speak again next week, I'm sending you so much love and many blessings. Take care for now. Lots of love, Alyssa.